Hi, students. My name is Lori Albrizio, and I'm a faculty librarian on the South Campus of Broward College. And it's my pleasure to introduce myself to you as your course's embedded librarian. What exactly does that mean? Basically, what that means is that your primary instructor, in this case, Professor Brunner, has invited me into your course shell as a point person to help you with anything that has to do with research in this class. So if it has to do with locating information resources, evaluating those sources, using those sources, and citing those sources, faculty librarians are experts in this field, and we are able to support your academic work in that way. So I just want to take a few moments to give you a little bit of a tour through the course shell so you could see where the different resources are for getting help with research as you begin looking at your persuasive essay. And I also want to make sure that you know where to go to get help. So let's go ahead and start here at in the content section of the shell, so that I can show you that here in the table of contents, you'll see the library research menu. And when you click on that, which you can see we're already live and active here, you'll see the first thing at the very top of the library research menu is this link that says need help, ask Lori. So again, one benefit of being embedded in your course shell is that you have direct access to me and to my student office hours. And I'll talk about that a little bit more toward the end of the presentation. As you scroll through the library research menu, you will see some other resources here for you, including help with how to access the library, the research process, how to find sources using the library. We have something here called the CRAP test worksheet, which we will talk about during the library session, but this is about evaluating sources and particularly sources that you find on the internet. And then we also offer a link for help with writing through our Academic Success Center. In addition, you'll see some other resources here for citing your sources. Making sure that you're using information sources ethically is really important so you avoid plagiarizing. And we also have extensive help with the citation style that you are required to use for this course, which is MLA, listed right here in the library research menu. So during our class session, in about a week or so, we are going to be going over how you can use the library for topic exploration. So I just want to give you a little bit of a head start to know where those resources are located, and we'll go into much more detail during the library session itself. So you'll find your topic exploration resources in the Finding Sources section of your library research menu. When you click here, you'll be taken into the research menu that will allow you to browse our library databases. The library databases are organized by subject areas, and some of you may even see some of your majors or career pathways here. So that's certainly one way that you can browse library resources. And again, we'll go into more detail during the library session. In addition, we have very specific databases that help students with finding arguable topics. So if you are writing a persuasive essay, it's going to be really important to make sure that you know the argument in your topic. And so these three databases here, Opposing Viewpoints, Issues and Controversies, and CQ Researcher, show topics through that argumentative lens so that you will be able to see the different sides, the pros and the cons, and then you can determine where you stand on the issue so you can begin writing your persuasive essay. And then last but not least, I'll scroll down here where we also have a series of topic guides that have been put together by your Broward College faculty librarians. So one of the benefits of using a library topic guide is that not only will we try to connect you to resources, but we also try to help you narrow and focus your topic as well. So that would be one of the unique things about the topic guides, where if you feel like you really need help with narrowing or focusing, we have a whole section of each topic guide devoted to the narrowing piece. I'm going to come back to our table of contents here for the course and back to the library research menu. So last but not least, I do want to cover how you can get help. So again, because I am embedded in the course, you have direct access to communicate with me within the course shell. The easiest way to do that is to come here to the Tools menu and then select the roster. Once you select the roster, you can see I'm listed right here at the top just by virtue that my last name begins with the letter A. But if you have any questions about how to locate information resources, the research process, evaluating those sources, citing those sources, that'll be me. And then if you just simply click on my name, it'll immediately compose for you or address, I should say, a D2L email so that you can converse with me via D2L email within the course shell. The other way to get in touch with me, of course, back here to our library research menu is by clicking on my profile page here. So at the top of the library research menu, when you select Need Help, Ask Lori, it will take you to my profile page. You'll see underneath my picture, there is a link where you can email me at my Broward College email. There is also a phone number listed here where you could call or text me. And this purple button will take you to my student office hours so that you can make an appointment to meet with me one-on-one, and we can discuss whatever issues you may need help with when it comes to research or with citation. That's just a real quick introduction to me as your embedded librarian, and also to some of the library resources that are here within your course shell. I certainly hope that you found this intro video helpful, and I definitely look forward to seeing you all in a week or so for our live session. Bye for now.